Stop being used. You know what hurts the most? It's not when people walk away. It's when they stay, only because they need something from you. When they use your kindness as tool. When they treat your loyalty like a doormat. When your heart becomes a resource and not something to be respected. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about being used. Maybe you've been that person who always says yes. You are always the helper, the listener, the giver. You show up for people every single time because that's who you are. But somewhere along the way, you started to notice something. That when you need help, the room goes quiet. When you start to fall apart, the same people who leaned on you suddenly disappear. And then you start asking yourself this: am I too nice? Am I too available? Do they even care about me? Or just what I do for them? I want you to understand something, and I mean really understand it. Being kind is not a weakness. Caring deeply is not a flaw. But being used, that's not kindness. That's self-betrayal. There is a big difference between giving and being taken from. Between being sympathetic and being controlled. And the truth is, if you don't set the boundary, the world will treat you like an open buffet, taking whatever it wants, whenever it wants, without ever saying thank you. Here is the thing. Not everyone who smiles at you is your friend. Not everyone who needs you deserves you. And not everyone who calls you loyal is loyal in return. Sometimes the people you are trying to save are the very ones drowning you. Sometimes the hands you keep holding on to are the ones keeping you from swimming to shore. So stop letting people use you under the disguise of love, friendship, or family. Because love without respect isn't love. Friendship without effort isn't friendship. And family without boundaries isn't loyalty. It's manipulation. You've got to wake up and realize that your energy is sacred. Your time, your peace, your kindness, they are not free. They are investments. And you have every right to protect those investments. You have every right to say no. You have every right to pull away from people who only show up when it benefits them. Because every time you let someone take an advantage of you, you teach them how to treat you. Every time you accept less than you deserve, you tell the world that this is all I'm worth. And I know you're worth more. I know you feel that deep inside. Maybe you're even scared. Scared to speak up. Scared to lose people. Scared that if you finally say no, you will end up alone. But let me tell you something. Being alone is better than being surrounded by people who drain you. Peace is better than pretending. And self-respect is better than fake love. Stop confusing attachment with loyalty. Stop confusing tolerance with kindness. And stop thinking you owe people unlimited access to your soul just because you care. You don't. You've spent too long being everyone's saver Too long being the fixer, the healer, the one who makes things right. But tell me, who is saving you? Who's fixing your heart when it's cracked from carrying everyone else's? You deserve people who show up with the same energy you give. You deserve friends who check in without needing a reason. You deserve love that doesn't make you feel like a tool. And if you are not getting that, then it's time to stop being used and start being valued. You see, life will test you. It will put people in your path who only want to take. And it's not your job to fix them. It's your job to learn the lesson. And the lesson is this: you teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce. When you stop chasing those who ignore you, you teach them your worth. When you stop saying yes to everything, you reclaim your power. And when you stop letting guilt control your kindness, you finally become free. I know you've got a big heart. You wouldn't be listening to this if you didn't. You care about people. You want to help. But here's the truth. Even the kindest heart has limit. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot keep bleeding for people who won't even offer you a bandage. And you cannot heal in the same place that keeps cutting you. It's time to reclaim your energy. Time to rebuild your boundaries. Time to choose you. So from this moment on, promise yourself something. You will stop apologizing for protecting your peace. You will stop feeling guilty for saying no. And you will stop explaining why you can't keep showing up for people who never show up for you. You will stop chasing closure from people who gave you confusion. You will stop justifying mistreatment just because you understand them. And you will stop letting fear make your decisions. Because the moment you decide to stop being used, that's the moment you step into your power. That's the moment your life starts to shift. You are not called for creating distance. You are not selfish for choosing yourself. You are not changed because you finally had enough. You are growing. You are learning the difference between giving and being taken for granted. You are realizing that sometimes love means letting go, not holding on. So let them talk. Let them call you selfish. Let them say you've changed. Because yes, you have changed. You've evolved. You've stopped living to please people who only saw you as a convenience. You've stopped giving discounts on your wifey. And that, my friend, is the most powerful transformation there is. From today forward, I want you to move differently. Speak with intention. Give with awareness. Love with boundaries. And walk with confidence. Because when you stop being used, you start being respected. When you stop chasing validation, you start attracting peace. And when you stop lowering your standards, you start rising into your true self. The people who are meant for you will never use you. They will value you. They will match your energy. They will pour into the same way you pour into them. Until then, protect your peace like it's gold. because it is. Protect your time like it's sacred, because it is. Protect your heart like it's priceless, because it truly is. You are not here to be used. You are here to grow, to shine, to love, and to be loved back. So stop giving your light to people who live in the dark by choice. Stop feeding energy to what drains you. And stop allowing access to people who've only proven they don't deserve it. The world needs your strength, your kindness, your fire, but it doesn't need your exhaustion. So breathe, stand tall, and say it with me. I will no longer be used. I will no longer betray myself to please others. I will protect my peace because I matter. Let them say what they want. Let them think what they want. You are not here to be liked. You are here to live free. So go. Walk away from what drains you. Stand firm in who you are. And never forget this. The moment you stop being used is the moment you finally become unbreakable.